Breaking news, added reverse splits for Yieldmax fans. MSTY did not escape. On December 5th, I believe it's the 5th or the 1st, if you have 5 shares, or let's say you had 50 shares of MSTY, now you have 10 shares instead of 50. It's a 5-for-1 split. Now, they're going to tell you, don't worry, everything stays the same. I've seen a lot of these reverse splits. And, well, the email went out this morning. The problem is, Yieldmax has a big problem. Well, first of all, let me get the news out. AMZ, remember the AMZ army? When I started, boy, I would have been screwed with 26,000 shares. And I remember YouTubers like Retire on Dividends telling me that it was stable and it was holding $20. Today, it's reverse splitting. What is a reverse split? It is a clerical function with a secretive background. You see, what happens is they just they reduce your shares, but you have the same amount of money. They reset the price. Why would they have to reset the price? Because the fund is failing. The fund has a failing system of trading. Now, if that's the case, why not just close the fund? Look at MRNY, Moderna. Okay, it's down to what, $2? But it still has $66 million in it. And they get 1% passive income on that $66 million. So you don't throw it away. You don't change it because we know it's on Moderna, it's bad. We blame Moderna. What do? Jack the price up. New investors come walking by, and they're like, oh, look at this Ulti. It's like a hedge fund. It's $38. Oh, it's lost a little money. The reverse split is buried. You never see it. Okay? And there's a reason why Yieldmax had to send out this email this morning. Oh, because send in the clowns. There ought to be clowns. All the YouTubers that were sucking them off, they were at the rub-off-a-thon, the yield-a-thon, the hey, can I rub some oil on your back-a-thon. Some of them were there twice. SoCal Stevo doesn't want to step on any toes, but doesn't want to anger his audience because the outrage against Yieldmax is unbelievable. But Yieldmax knows something. They know that, well, you're stupid. You're dumb retail. You'll forget. All of you now that make up the rest of their AUM, you're insignificant. The world is our oyster. We're going international. We're going everywhere. We don't care. People will forget like it never happened, and Ulti will shine like a great fund until it's $2 again. Oh, they're changing it. Everything has to come with a story. Remember the Wolf of Wall Street? Remember the story they told you about this incredible company called Aerodyne International, or Aerotime International. They make these state-of-the-art radar detectors, and it was a little shack in the backyard. That's the story of Wall Street. So now Mike Cunt, I forgot how you say his name, the Asian guy with the droopy baggy eyes. I forget his Mike Hunt? Kung Pao Mike. Let's just call him Kung Pao Mike. He's doing the dog and show pony. We have no respect for him. He's just a YouTube hired talking head. We want the clowns. Send in the clowns. So they send in Mike Co. We want to see Jay. We want to see radioactive Mike, Duke Nukem. He's as red as the sun. Flying too close like Icarus. Blow my pipes. That was Rod. Do you know that this is Rod? That's Rod in his finest. Dressed up like Caitlyn Jenner. And there's Kamir. Send in the clowns. He refuses. Oh, and there's Bruce from Targeted Wealth. He's been in the markets for 65 years. There ought to be clowns. They're all reporting on it. You know why this had to happen? No, not her face. This chicanery. They had to send out an email saying that these ETF reverse splits are good for you. They're good for you. Well, you know what's good for you? They will remain in infamy in my Discord. Okay, pre-split, these shoots will be buried. I got the screenshot of this one. Okay, and we're gonna put them side by side with the new one. Coin, Tesla. Oh, Tesla already went through a reverse split. They took half your shares, and you said okay, and they raised the price, and then they kept trading the same way. They blamed Tesla. This was their biggest fund. Oh my God, billions and billions of dollars. Tens of millions of dollars in fees to send in the clowns, because there ought to be clowns. So the clowns are the YouTubers. So now this one already had its reverse split. People lost half their shares. Then, you know what they did? They believed. They listened to the clowns. They reinvested, got more and more chairs, as they call them, in Cambodia. And now look at it, about to reverse split again. So if you saved up 10,000 chairs to sit on of Tesla, now you have 1,000. We got you again. Now, why is this an issue all of a sudden? It never was an issue before. Hold on, let me pull up an appropriate. Send in the clowns. Okay, why is this reverse split detrimental to your portfolio? Because it shows poor trading. It's just a reset of the price. They're right. But what happens after the reset? Now, we need stories. With Alti, they're going to fill it with the four horsemen. Wild, great stocks, I feel like Crazy Eddie. They're going to put the stocks in there everybody recognizes, but they're going to trade them the way they do. Like clowns, okay? And then, it's all part of the story. We're going to go mega caps now. No longer the big IV. But they already have a reputation for marketing of payments. Not NAV erosion, marketing erosion. Overpaying. If they lose all the trades, you know what they do? They pay you to IV. And if that happens enough times, you run out of bank. Bank, bruh. Fucking RuPaul. My holiday edition. Send in the clowns. Here's the problem right here. This is the problem. YouTubers, for the first time ever. Let me tell you, on these covered call funds, these reverse splits have gone on behind the scenes forever. It was no big deal. Sylvia would come and fucking ass and just 10 for 1 you, right? Because Defiance was terrible. I never buy Defiance. And I would never buy anything, this is all my opinion, that J or Tidal touches even indirectly. It's like the STD, the herpes. I'll show you how they're hiding their herpes. Look, you got two YouTubers out there that already were told to go make videos about these new X funds that are coming out in 2 months. Who do you got? Bruce from Targeted Wealth and Kung Pao Lee. SoCal Steve-O with the eyebrows, already making a video. I can't wait, they're coming out in 2 months. Who's smiling faces on the back of the website? On Nicholas funds, on these X funds. Guess who? Colonel Sanders. He's on every box, just like the chicken. Okay? Colonel Sanders. Jay. Now, the problem with the reverse splits is that Yieldmax killed the golden goose. The golden goose that any company ever found were these dumbass YouTubers that would just do whatever you say. You buy them, you know what? You invite them to New York to ring your bell, right? Polish your knob, give them a sandwich, and they make videos like morons. We are talking about free advertising, okay? The value of tens of millions of dollars free every day. Because these YouTubers were lulled into thinking they were going to get rich because they got so many clicks. There's no money in YouTube, you dumbasses. I could list all the dumb YouTubers. The Roger Sands Show, another jerk off. Health and Wealth. RuPaul, the queen of them all. Retire on dividends. I'm glad everybody's leaving. Now here's where it backfired on Yieldmax. All of them. From the clam, come here. Banished. In Siberia, his voice is being heard saying, I'll never buy another Yieldmax. I'll never, once they reverse split, he's going crazy. You hear the Koreans sometimes, SoCal Steve-O, say a little negative stuff, but never RuPaul. They got video of RuPaul on dividends. So now, all the YouTubers are turning against them, talking about reverse splits. So they got all this free marketing and advertising, but now, it's turning around to bite them. because all this social media is ablaze with Yieldmax sucks. Not me. Not me. I'm just, share a Coke and a smile. Have a happy day, everybody. Peace and harmony. But people are pissed. You didn't get the email yet? Check it out. You didn't have to do this before, understanding reverse splits. Okay, till I called Jay out on the carpet. They never had to explain and why it's in your benefit, and nobody will tell you the truth of what's going to happen. Okay, look at Tesla. I don't even need to say it again, but just in case you didn't know, the big news. Misty, you're not being spared. Boom, you're getting an elf thing. Boom, boom. Imagine a little elf with its little green dick banging you in the ass. That's what's coming for you. And Amzy and PP. Yeah, all reverse splitting. It's a whole reverse split shit fandango, and they want you to take it and be happy. You know what they're doing? They're legally taking the majority of your shares. I know they're going to tell you it's your benefit, so you could have margin costs and all of that. The only reason they ever had to explain this or mention it or send out an email is because they used us like whores. And now I'm sorry for all you bitches, because I wasn't used like a whore. I interviewed Jay, and then he ran. I interviewed him twice. He'd never come back. Mike Kung Pao, right? Baggy face, angry samurai, CNBC, aka, no, I don't want to say it now. But anyway, it was about CNBC. But let me tell you, they sent me a mass email. The one that they sent to all the YouTubers. I said, I'd love for him to come on my show. I was professional and polite, but no. Hold on, that's not for you. That's what people want to make money. The Clam, come here. Portfolio wiped out. Okay? He thought he could live off the dividends. Kung Pao Steve-O holds no Yieldmax funds anymore. Okay? But he reads off those numbers like a good little bitch. He was at the Yieldmax-a-thon. Okay? I don't know what they got on him. I don't know if they abstained him. I don't know what they did. I don't know if they did eat him. You know him by the eyebrows and the noodle arms, right? SoCal Steve-O. All right, so let's go further. How is another way that Yieldmax is going to get around this problem. Smoke and rebranding. If you've ever seen a butterfly fart glitter, this is it. First they did the website. Now they're going to tell you a story. It's going to be amazing. But they had to explain because they opened up the vial. All of us vile, disgusting YouTubers crawled out, and we gave you free promotion. And now a lot of us are speaking out the truth. As your butterflies shit glitter all over the place, we just want you to know that we won't forget. It's not only me, it's a whole army of people. Read the comments. Read the comments under RuPaul, retard on dividends. Read his comments. People are pissed. His views are down. I don't know what you heard about me, but bitch can't get $1 out of me. I even kicked off Howard Chan. You know that? I did 2 interviews with him. He wanted to come back. I said, whoa, wait. You doing this covered call bullshit again? No, I don't want none of that. What are you saying? What am I going to do? Go into WPay? No, I got my ass burned by WPay too. I mean, follow my channel because I'm in the hunt. I'm in the search for the money. All right, I want a fund that pays like a degenerate and goes up. Oh, all of you that are in Chippy, every one of these funds, you're going to try to find a way and say, but this one or that one. When I started 2.5 years ago, I was like, yeah, you need momentum players to win at Yieldmax. You need momentum. That's what it is. And I would try to pick, there was a time where I was playing SMCY. It was $29. And I was trading it back for, I was capturing the flag on the dividend. And then I realized that they're all just trading these shits the same way. And then over time, the cap nature and all of that, it just destroys you. I don't know, I've never been to Yieldmax, but what I think is when you hear the individual traders right? The guys who know how to trade options on YouTube, and they read the Yieldmax trades and they go, but I would have never put a trade here. I would have never put a trade there. You know why? You know what I think? I don't think there are real traders. I don't think there's a room full of traders. You think that Yieldmax looks like this? Do you think that it looks like that? No way. You know what I think it looks like? You know what I think it looks like? I think it looks like maybe, I don't know, a bunch of guys sitting around a couple of, when I say a bunch of guys, maybe 5 or 6 guys, okay? It's not this. It's algorithms, I'm sure. I'm sure this is not what the offices at Yieldmax look like. Sell the ulti, buy the ulti, go long MSTY, go short MSTY. I just don't think that that's what's going on. I don't know. Prove me I'm wrong. Any of you Slither Maxers that were there, let me know. How was it? Anyway, I gotta go. Enjoy your reverse splits. Everything's getting chop, chop, chop. But don't worry. You dummies will all forget, and the Yieldmax YouTubers will help you forget. Have a nice day.